everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Bills going up against the Raiders. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, apart from a 13-year gap in L.A., we are at the home of the Raiders since 1966. But how much longer will they be playing football in Oakland, California? Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Oakland Raiders. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Murray the lone setback. Carr now on first down. That's complete. It's Gordon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Trying to hit the tight end Bennett, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. After the interception, here's Taylor. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition, because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Play clock winding down. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
They go with Murray again. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They'd have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some...
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Quickly now, a look at the Buffalo defense.
Marcel Darius, year in and year out, plays at a Pro Bowl level.
Murray, the lone setback. Now they'll run it on the toss. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive. And all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels. Defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level's leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense. The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now they'll try and run the sweep to McCoy. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
It's Taylor. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. This from 54 yards away. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, Rex Ryan will send in the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And the Raiders pick it up. On 1st down, Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The Bills Eagles offense now. They get set to head back on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's Taylor. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. On 3rd down, Taylor. Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They run with Murray, and he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A gain of 8 and a 1st down.
It went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it?
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now they'll run. Murray. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Shift together here from the D-line. Again, it's Murray. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Carr now on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it brings up 4th down. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Novak's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
And here come the Bills. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go back to the air here after the INT. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Let's go! 10th carry now for McCoy. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
1 man on the backfield. That's McCoy. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. And got a man. It's Woods. And an alley to run. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Corey Brown from 6 yards away. And the Bills have retaken the lead. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old-school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
On second down, here's Carr. A right side catch by Crabtree. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
We ready? Ready!
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Martellus Bennett, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Crabtree has it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Michael Crabtree, 41 yards. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The Bills getting set to go. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Let's go.
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz. Here's Taylor. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. A good pickup there, a 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. One man in the backfield. That's McCoy. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. In my book, that's running the ball well but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They come out here in the eye. On first down, Murray. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now out come the... Bills. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
The defense just stopped the offense for no gain, but that was really a football 101 call by both sides. The defense crowded the line expecting to run, and the offense did exactly what they were supposed to, try and wedge a little bit of room and get out of the shadow of their own goal line. They didn't do that. Now if you trust your quarterback, you might take a shot on play action and throw the football.
Now Taylor back into his end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Murray, the lone setback. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw his Carr, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
Here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Oh, he bowls over him. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Novak is on to attempt the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Another pistol look here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Out of the pistol, it's McCoy. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Deep drop. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown, and it's third down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Here's Taylor to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Taylor on fourth down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Sean Smith. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
All right, here we go. Hey, we're going to rally. Check it out.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop him here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Again, it's Murray. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They come out here in the eye. Now Carr, throw left side to the tight end Walford. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now Carr with a give to Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish,